again, we just need that one set of heavies. We may change some things around here and there. We may need one medium weight, but we'll adjust it as necessary. So if you haven't started your fancy watch, let's go ahead and do so. We're gonna get started in our all fours position. Ooh. Everything feels a little extra older this morning. I don't know why. I didn't start on the tequila or the tacos, I promise, not yet. Okay. Fingers spread wide, hands right underneath the shoulders, toes tucked underneath. We're gonna start to wake up the spine with some cat and cows. Exhale, we arch it up. Inhale, scoop it through. Continuing this pattern, starting slow, and then we'll start to move a little bit quicker. Again, feeling that round through the spine, feel the opening through the shoulder blades. One more of each. We're gonna find that neutral spine. Go ahead and shift it back, step that left foot forward a little bit farther forward than we want to, and we're gonna inhale, sweep the arms up, open up through that right hip, take those hands back, straighten and roll onto that heel. Again, we reach it forward and bring it back. Next time we bring it forward, go ahead and hold those lunge, brings the arms parallel to the ground, and we're gonna turn towards that left knee, twist, bring it back. One more. Hands down, go ahead and bring that left knee back, bring that right foot forward. Again, a little bit farther forward than we want to. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, shift it back, come on to balance, come on to that heel. Next time we bring those arms up to the sky and deepen into that lunge, let's stay there. Arms come parallel. If you're gonna run into something, you can always bring the hands into the chest and we twist. There's one, there's two, 3, 4, last one, 5. Hands down, go ahead and bring the right knee back, high knee to heels, child's pose, arms walk as far forward as they can. Shift it forward into that plank position, tuck the toes, lift the hips, drop the heels, downward facing dog. Start to bicycle those feet, dropping first one heel, bending the opposite knee, and we're gonna alternate. Stretching out through the back side of the legs, waking up through those hammies. One more to each side. Lift up on both sets of tippy toes and drop both heels back. Walk those hands back towards the feet, take as many hand holds as we need to today. Roll it up one vertebrae at a time. When we reach the top, inhale, circle sweep arms all the way to the sky. Right hand wraps around that left wrist. Big breath in, exhale, pull it to the right. Inhale up tall, switch those hands. Exhale, pull it to the left. Inhale it up tall, take those hands to the hips. We're gonna step it forward with that left leg into a lunge. Step it out to the left into a lateral lunge. Step it forward into that lunge. Step it out to that lateral lunge. We got 3 more on this side and we'll switch it up. We need those arms for a little counterbalance. We can bring them up front or you can even extend them out. We're gonna switch sides. Right leg's gonna go forward and out. Two more. Shake out those legs, take a moment, take a breath. Hey, Kira, do you have a mini band?
Yeah.
Go grab a mini band. That'll balance out. Oh, look, hey, you have it with you already. So if we want to, we could always put a mini band on the leg to go ahead and make our deadlift a little bit harder just because we're engaging through the outside of the glutes. If you have those heavy weights, Christy, don't worry. We're just going to do some deadlifts here. So what's going to happen? is we are going to have 1 minute of work, 1 minute of slow, steady deadlifting. We're not going for that quick, hey, hey, hey. It's not a cardio move. Slow, squeeze through those armpits, and we'll bring it back up. We'll pause through the hips, and we'll repeat again. So again, we're not looking necessarily for that cardio response. We're looking for that strengthening response. It's all about shoulders back and down and holding that belly button in. We're gonna work for 1 minute. We'll take a break. We'll do it again. We'll have 3 times through. Again, if you wanna put that mini band around, we put it on those, or just above those knees, or just below those knees, depending on what feels better on your knees. So, the farther the mini band is away from your hips, the more difficult it becomes. But when we're here in our deadlift, we may find it a little difficult. That mini band is in one position or another, depending on how we hinge. Just understand that once you go into your first deadlift, you'll know that if you need to move it around. Okay. So, again, we're gonna work for 1 solid minute. And then we'll go ahead and we'll take a break. And we'll do it again. Shoulders back and down, belly button to the spine. Keep the weight balanced in the entire bottoms of those feet. And begin.
I could do two 15s and I'm heavier, right? I should just do.
Wait, then you're at 30.
Yeah, well, okay. Math.
Ooh, math. So I want you guys to think about if you had sponges under your armpits and you didn't want them to fall out as you hinged it over. You got to squeeze underneath the armpits. 15 seconds. And relax. Just take a break. We got about 30 seconds. If you need to mill about, so be it. Is that a body pump bar, Christy, or is it just a bar? I love it. I may have taught some Les Mills classes in my life. Okay, folks. We got 5 seconds, and we're going to do it again. Didn't feel quite hard enough? Step your feet a little bit wider. Make sure those knees stay stacked on top of those ankles and hinge. So it's really easy to settle way back in those heels and throw those hips behind you. But what I want you guys to think about is balancing the weight over the ball of the feet as well as through the heel. So we feel that challenge in the back, not in a hurty way, but in a fighting against gravity. Come on, team, come on. We have 15 seconds. Last 5. And relax, we got 30-second break. And then we'll do it one more time. So again, we should feel that stretch in the hamstrings. We should feel the firing in the outside of those glutes. Roll those shoulders back and down, grab that weight. We're gonna do it one more time, 1 minute. So again, not so far forward in those feet like we feel we're gonna fall over, but instead feeling that weight shift to just below the big toe, just below the baby toe, smack dab in the center of the heel. Come on, I know. Squeeze those armpits shut. and snap it up. More than halfway through. Come on, guys, come on, 10 seconds. And relax. Then put that weight down. Go ahead and sit down on the ground. Let's leave the mini band on for funsies. Take it down onto the ground. Feet are hip distance apart, heels about 6 to 8 inches from the derriere. We are going to go 1 minute hip bridges, 15 seconds of recovery, and 1 minute hip bridges 3 times through. Let's go ahead, glue those shoulders to the ground, squeeze the belly button in, and begin. Lift and lower. We want to work a little quicker on these. Those first ones were strength. Now we're working on building endurance by finding ourselves moving a little bit quicker and holding that pace. Challenge the body, belly button in. Keep that core engagement the entire time, halfway through. Come on, we got 15 seconds. Last 5, keep driving those hips. And relax. You can let your knees come together. Let those legs relax. So we're gonna do it for another minute. This time we're gonna take those feet a little bit wider. Step them a little bit wider and begin. We're really gonna have to fight for it this time. Holding those knees out. Come on, team, you got this. I know it is burning. 15 seconds. Sorry, we were halfway through. We got 30 seconds. Now we're at 15. Come on, ladies, keep it going. And relax. Woo! We got 15. Let those legs fall together. Do whatever we need to do. Can we make those feet go even wider? If the answer is no, that's perfectly fine. Keep them where they were. We got 1 minute. Let's go. Come on, team. Come on. Halfway. Come on, just 30 seconds. We're letting go of that mini band.
Holy.
5 seconds. And relax. Go ahead and sit it up. Let's get rid of that mini band. If you are like me, at this point, your shins are a little burny. You're not quite sure why the shins are burning, even though that mini band was on. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna take into your all fours. Go ahead and allow the tops of the feet to come towards the ground. We're gonna sit down on those heels. Don't let them turn out. If we need to, press them in. We should feel that stretch through the ankles, through the shins. We need to deepen it, we lean it back. You can take those hands to the ground, keep the knees on the floor. Okay, roll it over. We are going to take it into a full get up all the way up to the sky. So if we want to do it without any weight, that's perfectly fine. We're going to stick on one side and then we'll go ahead and we'll take a little break and we'll take it to the other side. So what's going to happen? Again, let's start with the right knee bent, the left leg straight. The right knee is bent, the weight is in that right arm. Eyes are going to lock on the weight. The left elbow is at about a 45, thumb lines up with that hip. We're going to take it up to that elbow. We're taking it up to the palm. We are going to squeeze, lift the hip up, bring the knee through. Stand it up to that kneel, all the way up, back to the kneel, hand to the ground, kick the leg out, and we're all the way down. Again, we are staying on this right side. We have 90 seconds of work, then we'll immediately go into that left side. Any questions, ladies? Grab that weight. Stand it up and over. Let's get uncomfortable in 3, 2, 1. Begin. We go elbow. We go palm. Hips up. Leg sweeps. Knee to the ground. Stand it up tall. And bring it back to the floor. All the way down. All the way up. There you go, team. More than halfway through. Next time you're down on the ground, we're going to switch it up. And switch arms. Sorry, there was a really giant bug in my basement. I had to take care of it.
Nice.
And we're just going to leave that shoe over there. Oh, he's not dead.
Oh no.
Oh. If he crawls out of my shoe under again, I may take you upstairs. Okay, he's not going anywhere. You guys got this.
Oh my gosh, my children.
Come on, team, come on. Got less than 30 seconds. In the final 15, don't you stop now.
Oh, my arm.
And relax. Nice job. Take a moment, take a breath, grab a little drink of water if you need to. Ooh, Nelly. Next move is going to be standing up, so feel free to come back up tall. So we're going to slow it down ever so slightly again. We're going to find the strength in that single leg deadlift this time. Grabbing one weight, maybe one of those two. Excuse me. If the weight is in the right hand, the left leg is going to hinge back. You're not peeing on a fire hydrant. Keep that hip low. Keep those eyes out on the horizon. It's kind of acting as a little bit of a counterbalance. So I know that right now I am probably more of in a TP shape than I should be. So think about lifting that leg up, Think about keeping the shoulders back and down. We're gonna squeeze like the legs were a pair of scissors, open and shut. We're gonna go 1 minute on one leg, 1 minute on the other leg. We'll take 30-second rest. We'll run it 3 times through. Any questions? Other than who's gonna have a sexy butt at the end of this 45? Because the answer is you guys. Let's get ready to get started. In 3, 2, 1, begin. Again, whichever leg is reaching back, the weight is in that same hand. You don't have to race. Halfway. Find something on the floor, something on the wall that doesn't move. Keep your eyes focused there and move with control.
My leg is surprisingly shaky. I'm like, oh yeah.
Doesn't like to go, I know. We got 5 seconds. And switch right into it on that other side. You may have to slow down a little and find that balance. Once we do, right into it. So again, think about keeping the armpit closed. We're not letting the weight swing away from the body. Halfway. Whew. Keep it up, team. We got 15 seconds. Press into the pinky toe of that right foot. Don't roll in. And relax. We got 30 seconds, then we'll go back to the beginning, as in the first leg. So again, be really aware of what's happening to those inner thighs. As those legs pass by one another, think about zipping it up from the knee to the inner thigh. Squeeze up and in as the leg comes back. We're not just kind of flinging it around to see what happens. And begin. You got it. Come on, team, come on. You're at 15 seconds. Five to go. And switch it up. We got 1 minute on this side. There you go. Find that balance. Establish that place of equilibrium. Just like that little bird that drinks a sip of water. Hinge it over. Come on, team, more than halfway through. We got 5. And rest. That 30 30 seconds here. And then we'll do it again. Woo. Butt cheeks are awake. Hamstrings are feeling it. We got 5 seconds. We'll do it again. And begin. Halfway. Come on, come on. We got just 10 seconds. Switch hands. Come on, this is it. Last 30 of this single leg deadlift. Last minute of this 3. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean. There you go, guys. If we're starting to feel it in the lower back, it's because those lower abdominals have let go. Zip it up. That's halfway. $15. Come on, you got at least one more in ya. And relax. We're gonna take it down onto the ground. We're gonna do those bridges or those hip bridges again, but this time we're gonna go single leg. So what's gonna end up happening is that right leg is gonna extend towards the sky. We're gonna press through that left heel. We're gonna lift and lower. We're gonna go 30 seconds on one leg, 30 seconds on the other leg. We'll have 15 seconds to recover and we'll do it again. 3 times through. Then we're gonna come to a finisher with all kinds of fun burnouts, breaking down that Turkish get up into all kinds of different pieces. And begin. Doesn't matter which leg is up. We'll switch in 30. There you go, team. Think about driving those hips straight up. And switch legs. Halfway. Five seconds. And relax, we got 15 seconds. Now we're gonna do it again. 30 seconds on one leg, 30 seconds on the other leg. Drive it up, team. Let's pull that heel a little closer to the high knee and go. Challenge the body this round by crossing the arms over the chest as opposed to keeping them alongside the body. Make that core work just a little bit more. The more muscles we can involve, the more blood we're pumping, the more that heart rate starts to spike. And switch. Halfway through, keep it moving, guys. Pick up that pace. And relax. Ooh, we got 15 seconds. So this time we're gonna make it a little more exciting. We're gonna involve the most of the posterior kinetic chain that we can. We're gonna extend the legs out. Arms are gonna come alongside the body once more. We're gonna press through the heels and through the shoulders. We're gonna lift the back up off the floor and lower it down. We got 1 minute. Let's begin. Lift and lower. Squeeze everything up off the ground. There you go, Kara. We should be able to squeeze those butt cheeks so tight that they just float up off the ground. Come on, you got it. Halfway through. Why is this so difficult, Mel? Because we don't lift ourselves up off the ground this way, because we've been exhausting the entire posterior kinetic chain. And because, gosh darn it, it's just difficult to do. But you guys know what? It's the struggle that makes us better. Come on, 15 seconds to embrace the suck. You got it. Oh, come on, come on. 5 seconds. And relax, pull those knees into the chest. We're gonna lock it left to right, right to left. Should feel good, a little lower back massage. Woo. Okie dokes. Grab a little drink of water if you want to, and we're going to talk about what's going to happen here in our next section. So we're going to break down our Turkish get-up, and we're going to add a little bit of power into individual portions. So let's not think about it being that true get-up. Let's think about just the different little stages and levels. We are going to start with one weight, one kind of medium to heavy weight. We're going to extend the weight up overhead. We're going to reach the arms out and squeeze them closed. We're going to go for 10 lat pullovers. We are then going to take the weight in just the right hand. Legs will extend long. Left arm's going to come long. Just like we were getting ready to do a Turkish get-up, but instead of using this elbow as we roll out, we are just going to use it as a guide, and we're going for a power sit-up. So it's not going to be the heaviest weight we've ever had. Legs long, we're going to go for a power sit-up. We got 5 with one arm, 5 with the other arm. We have these 2 exercises, and then we'll move on to the next phase. I'm not going to give you too many words, but I promise it will go quick once we get there. So we have 2 minutes here. We're going to take it into those lats, 10 of them. We're then going to take it into that power sit-up. The arm is just a guide, 5 on one, 5 on the other. Keep rolling on through, and then we'll move to phase number 2. Any questions, guys? Lat pullovers. Let's begin in 3, 2, 1. Begin. There's too much on that lower back and the lat pullover. We can pull the heels down to the ground. If we want a little bit more, we can always extend those legs to the sky. Might be a lot on that shoulder, so just be careful. After that 10th one, again, we're going into 5 power sit-ups. We're not using the elbow. The arm is just a guide. Take it straight up. So while this isn't what I want you doing in a Turkish get-up, this is going to help strengthen that core to add stability when it is time to actually add weight and get heavier and heavier. 5 on each side and take it into that lat pullover.
Oh shit, not 10 on each side? Sorry.
Keep that belly button glued to the ground. Come on, ladies, we got about 30 seconds left. just have 1 minute here. I'm going to explain what we're doing, and then we're going to go right into it. So we did those first 2 steps. So what's going to happen now is we're going to come here onto the ground. We are going to take that hand down to the floor. We are going to press it up. Lift that hip, sweep the knee, bring it up. Hand down, kick it through. We're going to work 30 seconds on one leg, 30 seconds on the other leg. We got 2 rounds through. Any questions? No weights. Hands by the hips. Lift that right arm up, and let's begin. Keep it up, team, keep it up. This is where we get that heart rate up. And switch legs. We can even challenge ourselves. Just tap that tush, get right back into it. Press through those hips at the top. Remember, we got to get that squeeze. And switch legs once more. Come on, team, come on, you got this. Less than 15, and we're switching it up. Last 30 seconds, switch those legs, switch those arms. Get right into it. Halfway through. And rest, nice job. Next step, guys, is gonna be that standing up. We're gonna grab kind of that medium weight. We wanna go for that extra heavy, it's groovy. You're welcome to do so. So, we're gonna start here. That right knee on the ground, the left foot forward. Left arm's out, just kind of as a counterbalance. Tuck the right toe underneath. Press that right arm to the sky. We're gonna step it up, and we're gonna take it back. Take that knee to the ground, and step it forward. We're gonna go 30 seconds one side, 30 seconds the other side. Again, 2 rounds through. If we have trouble with that knee going all the way down, you just take it into a lunge instead. Any questions, guys? Cool. In 3, 2, 1, begin. More than halfway through. And switch. So if that left leg is stepping back, to step forward, we're doing the work with the left big toe and the right heel. Don't let that right knee come in front of that right toe. Come on, guys. We got 5 seconds. We're switching back. And switcheroo. Come on, team. Come on. We're almost there. Five seconds. We'll switch for the final time. And switch it up. Come on, 15 seconds. 5. So close, guys. And relax. Take a moment, take a breath. Then we are going to do 3 full get-ups on each side with as heavy weight as possible. Then we stretch. You guys are so close. Booties, shoulders, upper backs, hammies. They're all working in conjunction together. So again, we're gonna start down on the ground. This may not be the speediest get-up you've ever done, considering that weight has gotten a little bit heavier. There's too much on those knees when we go to stand up. We just lighten the load for that next one. 3 on one side, 3 on the other side. Extend that weight up, bend that knee, straighten that leg. Let's go, you're counting on you. Keep those eyes on the weight. Challenge that body. Come on, guys. You should feel a little more difficult than the ones we did in the beginning. Everything is tired, but we are pushing on through. That's when we get stronger. When we stop listening to the voice in our side of our head and start pushing our body to that next level. 3 on one side, immediately 3 on the other side. Take it home, team. Set it in that shoulder. Come on.
I'll start, please. Yay!
Come on, team. There you go. All done, Kira. We're almost there. There you go.
I'm doing it.
All done, Sarah. Nice, Christy. Oh, nice job. Pull those knees into the chest. Wrap the arms around the shins. Give everything a hug. I know a lot of compression in those hips. It's okay. We are letting the blood kind of pinch a little bit, because in just a second, when we let it all go, it's going to feel amazing. Curl everything into as tight a ball as possible. Big breath in. Exhale, release everything out. Let those legs come long. Let the blood flow back into the legs. Take a moment, take a breath. We're going to come into a couple of different hip openers, a couple of different hamstring stretches. Whoo, Nelly. So, let's go ahead and bend the knees, bring the feet to the floor, heels close to the high knee. Go ahead and cross that right leg over top of the left, bringing that ankle to the knee as that right knee falls open. Tuck the chin to the chest and exhale, bring that left leg in towards the chest. Right hand comes through the window of the arms. Find the hands on the back side of the thigh. Think about pressing the right knee away as we continue to exhale the left leg towards the chest. Without letting go of the left leg, let's go ahead and start to straighten the left leg. Let's release the hands from the back of the left thigh. Can we start to bring that left leg closer and find the hands on the back of that left calf? Keep that figure 4. Can we reach up, maybe find those toes? What's happened to the lower back? Did it curl up off the ground? Well, then we're at the end of our stretch. Go ahead and re-engage that lower back to the ground. Roll the shoulders back and down. Pull the toe towards the nose and ease that leg a little bit closer. Release it out, but don't uncross that left leg or right leg. If anything, we're gonna cross it even tighter, like we were wearing a skirt, trying not to show off our undercarriage. Arms out to the side, big breath in. Exhale, bring both knees to the left-hand side. Use that left leg as a little bit of a weight on the right. We can even straighten out that left leg, giving ourselves a little more turn. Big breath in. Exhale, go ahead and bring it back through midline. Uncross those legs. Left leg crosses over top right. Big breath in. Exhale, bring the knee towards the chest. Again, we can find ourselves threading those legs through the window of the arms. We can hold on with the left or press away. Hold on with the right and press away with the left. Whatever we're doing, the chin is tucked to the chest. The lower back is engaged in the floor. Belly button to the spine. Let's go ahead and straighten through that right leg. We're now stretching through the hammy. If you'd like to, we can always find ourselves grabbing onto that calf, but not at the expense of the lower back. If that back curls up off the ground, think about pressing down with the hips. Maybe we move the hands a little closer to that knee. Go ahead and release that leg, bring the heel down to the ground, cross that left leg over a little bit more. Arms out to the side, big breath in. Exhale, bring it through that twist once more. We go to the right hand side. If we want to, we can always straighten out through that right leg. I just run into objects. I'm messy in my basement gym. Whew. Bring it back through midline. Go ahead and bring those knees into the chest. We're going to rock it all the way up to a seated position. Roll it over into those all fours. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, drop the heels, downward facing dog. Keep those heels planted. Walk those hands back. Let that upper body hang heavy. Walk it ever so slightly forward, just enough to get the weight into the hand. Kick the heels out, kick the toes out, kick the heels out. Walk those hands back towards the feet once more in a straddle fold. Walk it forward into our plank. Drop those knees down wide from where they are. Keeping the toes tucked or untucking, that's up to you. We're going to drop the high knee back. Elbows come down to the ground. We should start to feel the release through the inner thighs. It's a little too much on the knees. We can always tuck those toes towards one another and sink down into our narrow frog. If you're comfortable with it, keep those heels out. Reach it back. I promise it is the best opening through the inner thighs. We fondly call this in roller derby our stripper stretch. I know, right? It makes you feel a little sassy. I know I can only assume that the rainbow pants help. Oh, can you let those knees slide a little bit wider? If it's comfortable, we can even extend those arms out and come down to the chest or the forehead. From wherever we are, let's bring those knees and toes about hip distance apart. Press it up to that all fours. Once more, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Walk it back and roll it up. Shoulders deep in the back pockets, big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Round of applause for yourself, round of applause for your friends. Hopefully you got some good butt burn in there. We got a little bit of that shoulder and lat activation.